Hey guys, this is Jen from FastpitchFit, and welcome to the very first episode of the Weekly Windup. FastpitchFit is the place where we help you, players, parents, and coaches do what it takes to elevate your game in softball and in life. So today we're going to talk about the number one skill that you must master, and despite what most people think, it actually is a skill. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, there we go. Confidence. You can have the best swing, you can have the best fastball, the best drop ball, you can be the fastest girl on the bases, but if you don't believe that you have what it takes to be successful, then you have the cards stacked against you. Unfortunately, confidence is a very difficult skill to teach, which means when it comes to mastery, you're on your own. But the good news is, unlike pitching or hitting or sliding, this is one skill that you can actually fake until you make it. So today, we're going to cover 7 of my favorite confidence hacks so you can find confidence on demand, get out of those slumps faster, and have an edge over your competition before the first pitch is ever thrown. Now keep in mind, confidence is not cockiness. They're two very different things. Confidence, if you look up the actual definition, it means to have extreme trust or faith in something or someone. So when you have confidence in yourself, it means that you have trust that you're going to succeed, whether that's on the softball field, in a class, just in life in general. It's very important for you to have trust and belief in yourself, because if you don't, it's going to be very difficult for other people too. So I've created this little nifty diagram over here. We're going to actually use your body as a tool to help you remember these 7 confidence hacks so you can create confidence on demand. So when you think about taking that first step towards confidence, that first step with your feet, that is going to be taking action and going and practicing more. So if you feel like you're really struggling, and this is one of the most obvious tips, I know you know this, but doing it and knowing it are two separate things. So if you're really struggling up to bat in a certain situation, then go spend extra time working on that. It doesn't mean necessarily at practice or right before the game. Spend 10 minutes every morning, get up, take some extra cuts. If you aren't feeling very flexible, maybe you just recently had an injury or something, spend time during lunch at school and doing some extra stretches. Those little tiny steps every single day will help build that confidence, knowing that you're putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, and every day you're taking one step closer to your goal. Confidence hack number 2, and this one is one of my favorites, okay, and it's advanced psychology. It's called anchoring. The part of your body that's going to help you remember this hack is your core, your stomach. Now, I first learned about anchoring from Tony Robbins a long time ago. When me and my dad were driving to tournaments or to practice, sometimes he would play a Tony Robbins CD in the car. And it wasn't until I started giving softball lessons much later on that I realized the power of anchoring for athletes. Have you ever had your favorite song come on the radio and all of a sudden, it doesn't matter how your day's been, all of a sudden you just feel great, you're in a good mood, and you don't know why? That is your subconscious. Maybe that song has deep-rooted memories and a time that was good for you. And similarly, if a song comes on the radio and all of a sudden you feel sad and you don't know why, it's possible that something sad could have happened while that song was playing on in the background. So what we want to do is be able to control that. So now I'm going to teach you how to use anchoring. It's a really cool tool. Here's what you do. Next time you're at the field and you are feeling awesome, superb, phenomenal, great. Let's say you're hitting bombs to the fence, or you're pitching and you're just consistently hitting your spots, or maybe you're drag bunting and you're laying the ball exactly where it needs to be. Every single time you do that successfully, I want you to make a really loud noise and touch your body or do some physical motion in a weird way. So you might be like, yes, okay, and punch the air. You're like, yes, okay? So you get a good hit and you're like, yeah, woo, all right? That's my favorite. I like going, woo, all right? So you're going to have some really loud noise and some big physical movement that you don't do every day, because this is going to be your go-to move and sound that you're going to use to be able to bring that magic power out of you, so that way you can keep hitting those bombs whenever you're having a bad day. Now you might be thinking, Jen, I don't know about this. This sounds crazy. I promise you it works. In fact, I used to coach some girls giving lessons, and I would do it with them. Every single time they got a great hit, not only would they go woo, I would go woo-hoo, like super loud. What happened was one day, I was giving a presentation. I was speaking, not in softball, but in business in general. And I realized, like, I was feeling really down. I was like, how can I help these people? And I wanted to help them so bad. So what I did is I gave a big woo-hoo. And all of a sudden I felt great. I felt this huge rush of energy. And what had happened was I had actually anchored myself while I was anchoring the players. So it is very, very powerful. So this week, one of your assignments is to figure out what your anchor is. If you have questions on that, it's kind of a tricky thing. So we'll probably make a video about that in the future and show you exactly what we do. It's crazy, it's fun, and it works. Number three, I want you to think about the letters across your chest in your uniform, and here's why. When you think about Superman, with the new Superman movie that comes out, he has an alter ego, Clark Kent, and whenever he's changing from his regular person to his super person, he rips open his shirt to show the Superman logo. Number three, in confidence hacks, is unleash your alter ego. You've probably seen the girls with the awesome war paint, or the girls that tip their hair, that put in color and stuff. Whenever I was in college, when we went to nationals, our coach gave us all these t-shirts with the underdog on it, and we all wore the underdog t-shirt underneath our uniform, and that was our alter ego. Once I played with a girl who was an awesome shortstop and third baseman, but before she would actually play in the game, she would go and get her jersey dirty. She'd lay in the ground, and once she had her jersey dirty, then she was so much more aggressive on the field. It was something in her head that would encourage her to go ahead and continue to get dirty once she had some dirt on her uniform. So that was part of her alter ego. Maybe for you it's a funny color socks, maybe it's a headband that you wear, but whatever it is that helps you become the super athlete that's really inside you already. At the most foundation level, at the bottom level, how do you dress when you show up to the field? Your coach probably already tells you this, but it's so important to have your shirt tucked in, to have your cleats on, to have them laced up tight, all those kinds of things. Have your shirt tucked in, have your belt buckled in. Let me ask you, how do you feel when you see a team come in and they're lined up in those lines of two, and they all got their bags on, and they all got their war paint on, and their uniforms are perfect from head to toe, and they're walking in like a little army? That's a lot more intimidating than the girls that kind of walk up with their bags dragging behind them, and they got their shirts untucked, and they're looking for their shoes. When you look sharp, you play sharp. There's lots of studies that have been done that in the workplace too. So when you dress up nice to go into office or go to take a test, you will perform better. It's true. It's something to do with how you feel. So whether you're using war paint, whether you're dyeing your hair during the summertime for team spirit, or you got an kind of the underdog alter ego t-shirt going on, have something that embodies who you are on that softball field. But no matter what, you should look sharp when you practice and when you play. They talk about all the time, you practice how you play. Well, if you show up to practice looking sloppy, maybe you don't wear long socks at practice because you're working on your tan. I get it. I understand the candy striping thing. It's okay. Winter will be here soon enough. If you play in pants, practice in pants. If you play in shorts, practice in shorts. In fact, in college and a lot of select teams now, even at practice, we'll all have practice uniforms, so we all look the same, and I think that's very important. Enough about alter ego. Let's talk about number 4, which is, what is this? Power posing. And that's how that thing works. Even I forgot what the next tip was, and I was able to remember it. Okay, so power posing. I just learned about this literally maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I watched this video, which I will link to so you can watch the full 20-minute explanation of all the science. But this is really cool. It's a natural phenomena for humans to make themselves big and take up more space when they're feeling confident. If you see somebody who's sitting like this, like hold on, let me try, kind of hunched over like this and closed off, that usually you feel like that person is sad, that person is not confident, something's wrong with that person. But if you see somebody kind of leaning back, taking up space, maybe they got their feet up on the desk, they're standing like this, like the Wonder Woman pose, oh, you're gonna meet my dog. Here he comes. Come on, Mulligan, come say hi. This is Mulligan. Go downstairs, go. Okay, where was I? Power posing. So, when you stand the Wonder Woman pose, this actually releases hormones from your brain into your body and enables you to perform better. But ultimately, if you just stand in a power pose, basically any position that makes you take up a lot of space, the victory pose with your arms straight up in the air, if you stand like that for 2 minutes, it's going to be good for you. So next time you are in the dugout, Pay attention. See, are you guys sitting on the bench, kind of like all hunched over in between games before your next game? After you come in off striking out, do you come sit in the corner and just do this? Or do you come back up to the fence and raise your arms and hold on to the fence and start cheering on your teammates? That can be the difference, a huge difference in how your body performs on the field. Number 1 was shoes. Take that first step and go work out. 2 was your core. That's anchoring, reaching to your subconscious, the stuff that's deep, deep inside. Number 3 was your alter ego with the jersey, your alter ego. What do you wear? The face paint, the hair dye, the headband. Number 4 was power posing. How do you stand? Power posing is proven to increase confidence in just 2 minutes or less. All right. Number 5 is mastering your self-talk. Number 5 is your mouth. Last week we had a Q&A video and they were talking about how do you get out of a jam. This is something that I forgot completely to talk about, and that is mastering your self-talk. So if you're struggling or if you're not feeling very confident, what are you saying to yourself? What are you saying in your mind? Are you saying, man, I'm really struggling right now? Are you saying, I just can't get my changeup to work. I can't get my changeup to work. I can't get my changeup to work. If you're saying those things, you're telling your brain you can't get your changeup to work. Let's do a quick exercise to prove how this works, okay? I want you to look at the screen. Now on that screen in that circle right there, I want you not to visualize, whatever you do not visualize a pink elephant, a beautiful pink elephant with its legs together, hot pink, bright pink, with purple polka dots. Whatever you do, just don't picture in your mind a pink elephant with purple polka dots, with its trunk up in the air, pink, beautiful hot pink and purple polka dots. Okay, now what do you see in your brain? This is what happens when you tell yourself, don't swing at the high pitch, don't swing at the high pitch, don't swing at the high pitch. You're telling your brain, which does not compute the word don't, that you should swing at the high pitch. So when you're talking to yourself, instead, change it to look for something low and out, low and out. Yes, 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 no. Yes, 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 no. Change what you're saying to yourself. That will change how you think, and that will change how you feel. Speaking of pink elephants, I'm going to make a pink elephant video specifically for coaches. There's so many things that we accidentally say that come out of our mouth that can affect confidence in our players. And so I'm going to make a special video talking about the top 5 or so pink elephants that I hear coaches say every single day and how you can fix them. Number 6 is visualize. Visualization is a very powerful tool, and most people only get a little piece of it right. Somebody told me that this is what Michael Phelps did to win the gold medal. Michael Phelps, one of the best swimmers of all time. When he won his last gold medal, he said, I had already seen myself win that hundreds of times. And so what was he talking about there? Did he mean that he had seen himself with the gold medal around his neck? Well, if you dig a little deeper, when he's talking about visualization, he actually starts first thing in the morning. It doesn't start with winning the gold medal and it going around your neck. It actually starts with the shower in the morning. Next time you're at a tournament and you're maybe in a hotel room and you're getting ready to go to bed and you're visualizing the next day, especially for you guys who are going to national tournaments right now, this will be huge. Okay, so instead of visualizing, getting that great hit or having the shutout, start with the morning. You're going to wake up. You're going to go downstairs, you're going to have a banana, and you're going to put some peanut butter on it. So visualize yourself actually picking out the banana, you're going to pick out the peanut butter, you're going to scoop it on, that detailed, okay? You're going to visualize yourself in the ride to the field. You're going to visualize yourself getting out, getting your bag out, walking to the field, putting your cleats on, watching the other teams, looking for a place to warm up. Your first warm-up throw. Then later coming into the dugout, hooking up your bag on the fence, walking out on the field and feeling the ground beneath your feet as you're swooping up your spot on the swooping up. Is that a technical term? As you're swooping up the spot on the pitcher's mound. I'm going to visualize yourself pitching that first pitch. I could keep on going, but you get the idea, because what happens is from that very first moment that in the morning when you actually grab that banana and you actually put that peanut butter on there, you just told your brain that, oh, Jim told me that this was going to happen, and it's happening. It must be true. So I know how the rest of the day is going to go. Now you have everything working for you. So once you visualize the whole movie the night before, then you can start to do it between each pitch, right? So now you're in the box. Now you step out, your coach gives you the bunt side. You take your breath, keep your shoulders relaxed. And during that few seconds of a breath, you see yourself getting the ball way up in front, keeping your bat head up, watching the ball hit the bat and land right in the dirt where you want to, and you making it safe, running through first base. Okay, and number 7, my final confidence hack for today is what I call the play up principle. So I want you to imagine your fist up in the air, really high, play up. And when I talk about play up, I don't mean necessarily play up with girls that are older than you. I mean consistently surround yourself with players, parents, coaches who have the same aspirations and expectations of themselves that you do. For example, if you want to run faster, don't go run with the girls who are slower. Right? And that's a thing that a lot of coaches do. They'll team up the fastest player with other fast players. But if you really want to get faster, you don't want to run with people who are the same speed as you. You want to run against people who are much faster than you, and you will naturally start to catch up to the pack. So go practice with the track team. Okay, that's all right. You can do that. With a more universal perspective, when I say play up, I mean continue to learn and invest in yourself. This FastpitchFit community, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. This is going to be the best community because every single person here really does want to elevate their game. So continue to be part of this community. Share it with your family and friends. Send me messages. Tell me how things are going. I would love to hear from you. So real quick, let's go from bottom to top, and let's review the top 7 confidence hacks. Number 1, your feet. What is that? First step. Take that first step on a 1,000-mile journey, and that's go out and practice. Take action. Number 2, your core. That's anchoring. So what is that crazy thing that you're going to do to anchor in the emotions and the feeling and the energy that you get when you do something fantastic? And we'll make another video about that. So if you have questions about it, put them in the comment section below. Number 3, your alter ego. So dress for success. That means show up to practice just like you're going to play. If you're going to wear war paint when you play, wear war paint. But do whatever it takes to release that super athlete that's already inside of you. Number 4, power posing. That means if you're about to go up to bat against a really great pitcher, are you standing kind of like this in the dugout waiting? Or are you standing strong and powerful? This could be something, an exercise that you all put into play. You know, you have the on-deck circle and then you have in the hole. Well, when you're in the hole, you should be visualizing and standing in a power pose. Number 5, master your self-talk. What is the information that you're feeding your brain? Remember, your brain does not compute the word don't. So never say don't swing at the high pitch. Instead, change your language to say look for the low inside, look for the low inside. Something like that. 6, visualization. And remember, with visualization, it's not just the moment of the win, it's all the way from the beginning. All the way from the very first thing you do when your feet hit the floor in the morning. And number 7, the play up principle. Make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who are supportive of you. It's really hard. It's very hard to continue to have positive self-talk if you're surrounded by people that do not understand how important that is. If you're surrounded by people who constantly are talking themselves down, it's going to be very difficult for you to change your own inner self-talk. So there you go, my 7 favorite confidence hacks. If you have one that you'd like to share, post it in the comment section below. And what I would really love to see is if you guys would send me some pictures of some power posing. That would be really cool. We'd probably have to do a cool project with those. And here's one last bonus tip. Having self-confidence isn't enough in a team sport. You also have to have confidence in your team, and your team has to have confidence in you. So pass this video along with your teammates, with your coaches. Post your pictures of your power poses. Comment, like, share with friends. And until next time, play up.